Okay, we're going to let you have the floor.
All righty, sounds good. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us for this class in the art of confidence on and off stage. We're going to do it for both because if you don't have confidence off stage, it's really hard to pull it together on stage. The reason why confidence is just so important is obviously if you don't have it, you're not going to get up on that stage to begin with. We all have to have some level of confidence, but it's really hard to tap into that. And self-love, let's face it, is a difficult one that we all battle with. We all battle with this, every one of us. And so tonight we're going to learn how to love ourselves a little bit more and feel our absolute best getting on that stage and all through your life. Okay. First of all, what is confidence and what does it mean to you? It can mean so many different things to different people. It can be so much more than just a feeling. It's a state of mind, a character trait, an attitude, and an ideology. Okay. It's in the way you carry yourself and treat yourself. Because if you have confidence, you're going to take better care of yourself. You're going to say, I deserve to take better care of myself. Plus, it also determines how you treat other people, because I do not know one person that loves themselves that is a jackass to other people. Honestly, you can't be mean if you're loving yourself. You just can't, because it radiates from you to others. To me, confidence is what makes or breaks our hopes and dreams, because if you don't have that confidence to go for what you really want in life, it passes you by. So obviously, all of us have at least some level of confidence, or we wouldn't be here. It's the catalyst that pushes you to your highest self. And it is a gauge of your own self-love. I want you to think about what confidence really means to you. And if anybody would like to speak up and talk about what they feel confidence really is and what it means to them, I'd love to hear from you. That way, we fill in a little time too. If you're not feeling like talking right now, we can always come back and chat more too.
Sorry, I just joined. Was there what was the topic?
Okay,
Sorry.
the topic is the art of confidence on and off stage. So we're going to talk about how to be more confident, not only in our performances, but our daily lives. And the syllabus that I put out, if you have that, you're welcome to follow along on that.
Well, I was going to raise my hand, but I can't find it. Go ahead. Oh, there we go.
Okay, darling Dana, you were...
Yeah.
Okay, what were you about to say?
I was just going to say that for me, confidence is about obviously believing in myself, but knowing that, especially when we're talking about getting on stage, whatever happens when I'm out there, that's what was supposed to happen. And that's what I put in my head every time I go out there. It's like, I may know I messed up what I think of as my routine, but the audience has no idea and they're having a grand time. So it's a little bit of forgiving yourself for the tiny mistakes you notice when the rest of us had no idea it was a mistake.
Exactly. I agree. Donna, what were you going to say?
Yes.
Antoinette Coquette.
And yeah, Antoinette, also known as Donna. Yeah, I go by Donna or Antoinette. Um, yeah, I mean, I think it's along the lines of what you were saying. It's like a self-acceptance of you and your imperfections and accepting and loving all of it.
Yes.
Because I mean, nobody's perfect. And the other thing is, I feel like if you don't make mistakes or struggle with things, you're not challenging yourself enough in life.
Definitely. You're not learning if you're not struggling some, you've got to. Anybody else have anything to say? All right, we'll move on. How does confidence help in daily life? Confidence is necessary in all areas of your life, not just on stage. Your work, your relationships, parenting, even driving a car is going to require a level of confidence. You have to have confidence to go out and find a job. You have to have confidence in your job to do your work. You have to have confidence even while you're parenting, because if you're not confident in yourself, how are you going to teach your children to have it? How are you going to parent your children? You have to be able to speak up when you're telling them, hey, don't do that. Or, hey, I want you to feel good about yourself. Passing it on to your children is huge, because, and I have seen this happen so many times, a parent will say something bad about themselves in front of a child, and next thing you know, that child is saying the same thing about themselves. Like if you're constantly saying, oh, I'm so fat, I'm so this, I'm so that, next thing you know, your teenage daughter is like, oh, I'm so fat. And you're like, oh, no, I don't want you to feel that way about yourself. So showing confidence in yourself helps in all of those areas of your life. The things that require the most confidence, like I said, your work life, and also driving a car, because if you're not confident, you can't get in that car and drive on those roads around other people, because then you've got to worry about, oh, geez, am I good enough to drive this car? So I don't think we think about confidence enough. And people say, I'm not confident. Well, you have to have some, or you wouldn't function, period. And I want you to think about like the ways that confidence will, how increasing your confidence will help you in your daily lives. I want you to think about, like, if I increase my confidence, how will it make my relationships better? You don't have confidence, having relationships is really hard. You can't meet people. You can't function in a relationship, because then you let people start walking all over you, and you don't want that either. You never want that. We've got to have the confidence to stand up for ourselves and have boundaries. And you have to be able to love yourself enough to be able to love others as well. I know my grandpa used to always tell me, if you don't love yourself, nobody else is going to be able to love you. Well, and that's kind of like a catch-22, but at the same time, I get what he meant. It's like, you can't expect anybody else to love you until you're loving yourself, and then they have to learn what level of acceptance you're going to have. You set the tone for how people treat you with your confidence. When you say, oh no, I am better than this, I deserve You know, I deserve to be treated with love and respect. And when you don't have that confidence, then you let people mistreat you. So that's really important. So there are so many different ways in daily life that we're going to need this confidence. I like to have everybody choose 5 things that you really love about yourself. They can be internal and external. And then 3 areas in your life where you lack confidence. And the reason why I want you to pick more things that you do have than you don't have is because you want to concentrate on the positivity. So we're going to just, if anybody wants to pop in and say some of the things that you love about yourself that makes you feel really confident in yourself, that lights you up, by all means, anybody? Kitty, your resilience. Yes, yes. Kitty, you are very resilient too, darling. What about you, Brandy or Candy? You got
I was
something?
gonna say, I think the way that I love people
Yes,
is a
absolutely.
good quality. And for my own vanity, the way that I do makeup is a confidence booster for me. So
Hell yeah. I agree. Anybody?
I don't know how to raise the hand,
Oh,
but
no worries. Go ahead and just pop in.
It's under
oh,
reactions is how, but I
oh, okay.
figured that out.
I'm
So
like,
I'll
where am
just
I?
lower
Where's
my,
the
yeah, it
raise
took me a
hand
minute
button?
because I wouldn't consider that a reaction.
Um, okay, so I love one of mine also is like my resilience and like determination for things. Like I don't give up. Ah, so hard for me to give up on things.
Good.
I'm also very resourceful, and I love how I like bring community together, like connections, even if it's not for my own personal gain or benefit. If I know someone needs some, like, oh, I'm looking for this. I'm like, oh, I know someone who's sent you. Sorry, I have
Being
my own.
helpful is a wonderful quality. I mean,
Yeah,
let's face it, helping others is always good.
yeah.
Always.
And I like my eyes. I love that's my main one is I really love
I
my
love that.
eyes.
We tend to try and overlook the physical properties because it is hard to look in the mirror sometimes and pick out things about yourself that physically you like. And a lot of people try to say that it's vanity. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not. It is not vanity. It is necessity. You have to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and find things that you love, you know. And later on in the class, I'm going to let you get really weird with it, okay? Because here's my thing. If you can't get weird with yourself, then you start taking yourself too damn serious. There is enough seriousness in this world right now to be putting that on yourself. So you got to learn to laugh. You got to learn to joke around and have a good time in your life. Darling Dina, my courage and my ability to heal. That's beautiful. Courage is so important. So important.
For me, I think it is my sense of humor.
Good.
And one of my favorite things is making other people laugh.
Good.
That's something I really like about myself. Physically, I love my smile and I think I have great tits.
See, I love it. And I'm going to actually make you say that later. And you're going to say it and you're going to get just freaking weird with stuff. I'm telling you.
I have
When
no
I
problem getting weird. I'm just warning you. You may sense
I
that.
love that. One of the things in my burlesque beginner classes, I make my students get up in front of a mirror, and I'm like, no, you get up there and you say, look at those boobies, how great they are. Look at that ass. It's fabulous, isn't it? And just whatever comes to their mind, and some girls will be like, look at that hair. Because like I said, don't take yourself too seriously. Y'all, I have seen them. Yes. Um, 3 areas where you lack confidence. Like for me, I lack confidence talking on the phone sometimes. I just do not like it for the most part, especially if it's like business kind of thing. I do it because it's necessary, but I have a hard time with stuff like that every now and then. I don't know if it's a lack of confidence or if it's a lack of get up and go sometimes motivation for me. Anybody have any areas where you lack confidence? No?
I think with cliques, like with female cliques and
Yes.
being excluded, or the mean girls stuff. I think when I encountered that, I feel like a plunge in self-confidence, because I'm just like, oh, I just don't,
Right.
I don't get it. And I feel like I don't understand how to handle it sometimes.
Right.
Mm,
Candy.
I'd say like maybe my biggest areas would be lacking confidence in standing up for myself or asserting my boundaries when I know I haven't been treated right and didn't deserve it. And just like knowing that I'm competent, like both at like my day job, my 9 to 5, and on stage, knowing that I'm competent and I wouldn't be on that stage if somebody didn't think so.
Exactly. Exactly.
I struggle with it in different ways because I had brain surgery and a brain tumor. And so now, as much as I love public speaking and as much as I like being my outgoing, gregarious, weirdo self, I lack confidence now sometimes because I go to find a word in my brain and it's gone. Or I try to think of something and I hold on to it for 1 nanosecond and it disappears. Or just being much slower in movement than I used to be. So I guess it would be the self-confidence in the area of learning to accept how I am physically now as opposed to how I think I am physically, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely. I have fibromyalgia, and there are days when I literally lose words. I will forget something as simple as refrigerator. I'll be like, that cold thing over there with the food in it. And it's so frustrating. It can be so frustrating. And so I feel you on there. That's where I have a hard time too. On those days, especially, I really lack the confidence. It's like I'm not talking to anybody because I'm not going to remember what the hell to say.
Exactly. And on those days, the easiest things are the hardest, and so yeah, that would be my area where I guess I would say I struggle with the self-confidence to know that I'm going to be okay through this mess and people don't expect me to be perfect, but my brain thinks I should be.
We should never strive for perfection because
It
there is no
doesn't
such
exist.
thing. There's no
Oh, no.
such thing as perfection. We can only strive to be the best person we are. Not the best of everybody, just the best of you. And I
You sound like
always,
me talking to other people, but when I talk to myself, and we'll do the internal self-talk later, I know, but yeah, that's where I'm like, No, Dawn, you're supposed to be perfect. No, you should find those words. No, it's been blah years since that happened. You should be blah by now. But if I were talking to you, I would say, of course not. No, you're doing great. You're doing amazing. Look at you right now with fibromyalgia leading a Zoom class with this crazy woman that won't stop talking at you. You're doing amazing. So
Thank you.
I get
But
you, baby.
yeah.
Totally get you. And I'm going to mute now so you can talk.
You're good. I love having the feedback with everybody. I love this. Okay, another area, confidence in walking. Okay, your walk says everything about you. When you walk forward with slumped over, looking at the ground, people can tell you have no confidence. My mother is one that walks like that. She has walked like that for I don't even know how long. And it shows an absolute lack of confidence. People with confidence walk with their shoulders back, their head up, their chest slightly up. I'm not talking about looking like you're looking for a fight, like, oh, just upright, like you're looking up. Not only does that help you look confident, but it helps you keep a better sight on your surroundings. Important as hell right now because, you never know when somebody's going to come up behind you or try to grab you or anything else. And so keeping your head up, your eyes forward, and able to see what's going on is very important. And when your mom used to tell you, sit up straight, stand up straight, it wasn't just for the sake of your back, it's your sign of self-worth as well. I think that's so important. It does alleviate back pain though, because when you're hunched over all the time, that hurts your back. If you're walking in heels, standing upright with your chest up a little bit and your shoulders back helps you keep your center of gravity so that you are a lot more steady on your feet in heels. I love to wear high heels, and I've always done very well walking in them, but it's all about center of gravity. It's all about keeping upright because when you bend over a little bit in heels, whoom, or if you're like leaning sideways or something, you're going to fall. That's just how it is. You're going to fall. So you've got to stay upright. You feel more confident. It helps you feel confident because I know if I'm like this, your body language not only says it, but you feel it. You feel it. So sitting or standing and keeping your back straight, keeping your shoulders back and your head lifted makes you feel like, yes, I'm here. I have arrived. And it's not just for other people, it's for you. It gives you better body lines on stage, in front of camera. If any of you have done any kind of modeling, you've got to know your body lines. And if you're not standing upright, let's face it, your belly comes out. Your butt goes inward. When you've got your body upright, it lifts everything. The boobs look better, the gut looks better, the butt looks better, and the legs look better. So you also want to be very conscious of that on stage so that when they are taking those pictures of you while you're moving, they come out better, because we all want to look better. Let's face it, this isn't vanity be damned. We all want to look better. and there's nothing wrong with it. And I feel like just being able to look up and look at people. And let's face it, if you're talking to someone and they're unable to look at you or anything like that, it's very hard to have a conversation with somebody who is so shy that they can't look at you. They're down like this, and it makes you feel like what you have to say is not worth listening to. You feel like they are not paying attention to you. And that can make you feel that can make other people feel bad. Let's face it. If you're not able to look a person in the eye, I'll tell you what, I don't trust people that can't look me in the eye when they talk to me. That's another thing, is it's a trust thing. People trust you more when you're able to lift your head up and look them in the face. So now we're going to go into the part that I love the most, speaking confidence into your life. Okay. I'm going to say this so many times, people hate me for it, but I will tell people this constantly. If you would not say something to your best friend or a loved one for fear of hurting their feelings, do not say it to yourself, because you are one of your own loved ones. You are your best friend. Darling Dina, I can see what you're doing there. Talk nicely to yourself. Say nice things. Whatever you tell yourself is what your brain is going to believe, good or bad. If you're constantly telling yourself, I am worthless, I am stupid, I am ugly, I am fat, I am untalented, that's all you're ever going to believe, okay? When you're telling yourself, I'm a bad bitch, I am intelligent, I am kind, I am a lovely person, I am beautiful, I am talented, I am out here kicking some ass, then that's how you are perceived, not only in your mind, but by other people. And if other people are like, no, you're not, then you have the confidence to say, the hell I'm not. Have you looked at me? And I love that. I love when I see people that confident in themselves where they are like, no, you can't tell me nothing. You cannot tell me that I'm not all that I feel I am. So you deserve to be told all the wonderful things about yourself, okay? You really do. You deserve it. I don't care who you are. You deserve to hear these wonderful things about yourself. But why the hell should we sit and wait for other people to tell us? Tell yourself. You don't have to wait for anybody else to tell you that you're amazing. Sit there and tell your damn self, I am wonderful. I am smart. I'm freaking gorgeous. Even if you don't feel it, say it anyway. Fake it till you make it kind of thing. When you tell yourself enough things over and over again, your mind automatically believes it. So, like, I do a lot of affirmations, and especially if I'm going through like anxiety or something, I'll tell myself, I release all my anxiety. I release all my anxiety. If I say that often enough, it's gone. Because my mind believes what I say. So I want you to make sure that the words that are coming out of your mouth to yourself are kind, that they're the kind of words that that you would say to other people to make them feel good? If you're going to say nice things to other people, why should you not say nice things to yourself? Right? Because a kind person isn't only kind to others, they're kind to themselves, okay? It has to start with you. It has to. You have to love yourself and you have to be kind to yourself, okay? And it sets the tone for how other people will treat you as well. Like I said, repetition. If you're having a rough day, you're feeling chunky or something, say, look yourself in the mirror and go, I've got a great body. I look fantastic. You don't have to say, ooh, I'm skinny, because skinny isn't necessarily the way you're going to feel beautiful. Just look at yourself in the mirror and go, I look amazing. I look gorgeous. And do it over and over until you actually feel it. You know? And after you tell yourself so many times, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm right. And again, even if you feel silly doing it, who cares? Silly is good. Silly is fun. Laughter is great medicine. Right? How rude, using words I have said to others at me. Yeah, exactly. How dare you tell yourself something as nice as you would tell your friends? I know, right? I'm definitely calling Candy out right now. Daily affirmations. I'm going to just tell you right now, there are so many videos of daily affirmations on YouTube for free. You can get some that take 5 minutes. You can get some that take an hour, whatever amount of time you have. Pick some time for yourself each day for something like that. The ones I love, there's this one called Bad Bitch Academy. And I make my students listen to it. And then we have to say it after her. And she says things like, I am a bad bitch. I am so fucking amazing. I absolutely love myself. And when you say these things, you might feel funny, but the more you do it, the better it feels to you. By the time you finish an affirmation video, I promise you that you will have a better outlook. You may not feel perfect or, oh my God, I'm just like the absolute best. But yeah, that's one called, I call my power back. Yes, that's another one. And calling your power back, because you are powerful and you have power, and don't let people take it from you. Don't take it from yourself. That's a big one. Don't take your power from yourself. You've got to remember that you are powerful. You are amazing. And a really good practice to get into is like when you're doing your makeup, especially for a show. I'm just going to tell you, especially if you're feeling some kind of way about a show, you're feeling a little off and a little unconfident. While you're doing hair and makeup for your show, listen to one of these. Say it back to yourself in that mirror, and you cannot help but feel amazing when you're done. By the time you were done with hair and makeup, you're like, bitch, look at me. I'm going to get on that stage and I'm going to kill it tonight. I know I am. And that's such a great feeling. And I want everybody to be able to feel that, especially when we're going to GLCC, because let's remember, this is something really amazing for you to be able to do. Not everybody makes it. Not everybody's doing this. You are. Write it on your mirror or sticky note. Absolutely. Absolutely. One of the things when my daughter left for college, she left sticky notes all over the house for me. And they were positive affirmations for me. Like one of them was, you are as strong as the coffee in your coffee cup. On the temperature gauge, it says, remember, you are the cool mom. Just little things like that. And looking at that reminds you, it'll bring a smile to your face. And you don't need to wait for somebody else to put them up for you. Do it yourself. Write yourself little notes. Tell yourself how amazing you are. Make sure that you are utilizing different forums for this and stuff. Like I said, YouTube has bazillion of these different wonderful videos, and they're all about boosting your confidence. There was one, I think it was Jackie Ruane. No, it's called I Am the Shit. And like, you can't hear words like that and say them back to yourself without smiling. You just can't. And I can even post up some links to these different ones. There's another one, Tiana Campbell, and she will repeat and repeat and repeat, but she repeats each sentence in a little bit different way. Like, I am beautiful. I am so beautiful. I am so fucking beautiful. Oh my God, look at how beautiful I am. I am so beautiful. Have you seen how beautiful I am? And that constant repetition of hearing that and thinking that pushes you to feel it more and more. So I'm going to be a big one on repetition. Okay. Because like I said, fake it till you make it kind of thing. Because sometimes that's all you can do. I recommend also writing your own mantras or affirmations that actually suit you. I have one that I do before a show because everybody still gets stage fright and anxiety before a show. And if you don't, then you should probably hang up your dancing shoes, because it usually means that you've lost your passion for it. You're not going to feel blasé about something if you're passionate about it. And what is art without passion? It's just another job, right? I mean, it's like going to work in a retail store. And nobody wants to feel that way when you're going on stage. You don't want to feel like you're going to work. You want to feel like you are creating art. You are performing art. You are sharing your art. This is something special. So, like I said, if you're not feeling a little bit of anxiety, you probably shouldn't be doing it, right? But one way to keep the anxiety in check is I say a silly little thing: stop the nerves, stop the shakes. Just remember, you got what it takes. But then I'll do it like, stop the nerves, stop the shakes. Just remember, you got what it takes. Stop the nerves, stop the shakes. Just remember, you got what it takes. My daughter is an amazing performer. And yes, we're going to talk about the Tina.
Oh, we do it together.
If anybody has seen Bob's Burgers, the daughter, Tina, does like a little twerking thing called the Tina. And we're going to show you what it looks like. It's hilarious. Okay. Actually, I'm going to let you show it.
This is how we stop the nerves, the pre-show nerves.
Do the Tina. You can't be nervous
now
because you laugh too hard. It's a way to bring out the silliness, the joy, you know. Take your mind off of the heavy stuff and make yourself feel kind of silly, because we're not going out there to be serious and you know, prim and proper by any means. We're, you know, come on, we're burlesquers. We're showing our bodies. We're showing so much of ourselves that you can't be serious about it. You just can't. Here's one of my favorite parts is the mirror, mirror on the wall. Okay, this is where we get the weird and uncomfortable and kind of silly and crazy, you know. So it's one thing to say nice things in your head or even out loud, but a whole other ball game is when you're looking at yourself saying them directly to you. Okay? I want you to pick 3 physical things to compliment yourself on in front of a mirror. Okay, I'm not going to require you to get a mirror and do it right now. But when we're off, I want you all to do this, please. Okay, pick 3 physical things and 3 non-physical things. Okay, because I want to make sure you have that balance of remembering both. You said what?
No, there's a bunch of water on the floor.
Oh, okay. And like I said before, be weird about it. Sit there and go, God damn, I've got a great smile. Have you seen this smile? It makes everybody smile back. Or, my hair looks so gorgeous and flowy today. Or, look at this booty. Just look at this booty. This booty is nice. Spank yourself, you know, just show off. Get big with it. Get big with it. Don't shrink yourself. Don't be like, well, I kind of like this. No. I don't want any kind ofs. I don't want any half-assed. I want you to go balls to the wall, crazy about it. Fall in love with yourself. Literally. That's what I really want everybody to do, is just to fall madly in love with yourself, because isn't that what we're doing on that stage? Every time we get up there, that's what we should be doing, is falling madly in love with ourselves. Okay? And after you're done, I want you to blow yourself a great big kiss in the mirror and say, I fucking love you, bitch. You know? Just say it. Literally. I mean, if you don't cuss, don't say it like that. Just say, I absolutely love you, lady. I absolutely love you, you amazing freaking person, you. Be expressive. Be big and be bold. Okay? Like I said, no half-ass in this one, because you have to be big about loving yourself. It is hard to love yourself. It's so easy to love your friends, so easy to love your family, so easy to love your children, your community. But loving yourself is a bitch. It's hard. I think it is the single most hardest thing to do, is to just fall in love with you. But let me tell you what, I'm turning 55 this year, and it's taken me close to all those years to feel like this. But once you fall in love with yourself, nobody else is ever going to love you quite the same. And it's amazing. And it's the most beautiful thing you can do for you. Okay? Here's one that is so difficult. The art of not giving a fuck. Obviously, when we go on that stage, we definitely want people to love us, to appreciate us, to think well of us. And that's all fine and good, right? But when you care too much about what people think, that's where you screw yourself. Because at the end of the day, the thing is, you have to be the one to look yourself in the mirror, right? You're the only one that's going to look at yourself at the end of the day. Your opinion of yourself is literally the only one that actually matters, because nobody else has to live with you day in, day out, 24/7, 365, right? I mean, even your spouse or your family, they are not inside of you or anything like that. You know, they're not the ones that have to love you the most. You have to. You are the one that has to face yourself. So you've got to not care so much about what other people think. There are sayings I have like, other people's opinions of you is none of your business. It really isn't. It's none of your business what they think, because what they think is an opinion. And everybody has an opinion, you know, but they don't matter. The only one that matters is going to be your opinion of you. Okay? So if somebody says, well, I really don't like how you look like that. Oh, okay. Lions don't concern themselves with the opinions of sheep. This is a big one. Lions do not concern themselves with the opinions of sheep. And you are the lion, always. You are the lion. You can't care what other people think, because when you do that, you devalue yourself. Okay, I want you to realize that, but also remember, you know, like, hurt people hurt people. The people that say the mean things, they're projecting their own lack of self-confidence onto you. Because a confident person, yet again, will not say these mean things. In the end, I'm going to die alone, even if why can I not see this whole thing? Sorry, I'm like, okay. I'm going to die alone, even if I'm in a room full of people. I'm the only one in my head, and I want to die with thoughts of love, happiness, and joy. That I enjoyed my life, and that'll only happen if I live my life the way I wanted and felt right. Abso-freaking-lutely. Exactly. Yeah, we all die alone, even if we've got a bunch of people there, because you're the one that's going to be thinking back on your life. You're going to be thinking, how did I live my life? How did I live my truth? Right? And so the opinions that other people have on your deathbed, are you really going to be thinking about, well, this person really didn't like my ass, you know? Well, this person thought I was ugly. Are you going to give a shit? No. Are you going to look back and say, I was a badass. I got up on that stage. I killed it. I made people smile. I made myself smile. I enjoyed my life. That's what's going to matter. That's all that's going to matter. Let's see. Anything else that I put in my notes here? And you've got to be okay with the fact that not everybody is going to like you. They're just not. You can't make everybody like you. I told one of my friends the other day, because she's having a hard time with a guy, and she goes, why does he not love me? Why am I not enough for him? And I said, you got to remember, you can be the sweetest, juiciest peach in the whole damned orchard, and there's still going to be one of them motherfuckers out there that don't like peaches. They would prefer an apple. Okay? And that's okay too, because apples are good too. But you're still that juicy peach. And somebody's going to come along that really loves peaches and is maybe even allergic to apples. So you've got to be okay with the fact that you're not always going to be liked by absolutely everybody. It's not feasible, right? Just like you don't like absolutely everybody, and that's okay, as long as you're not an asshole to everybody, right? That's the big thing, is you've just got to be okay with that. You've got to be okay with the fact that you're not always going to be likable. But as long as you're liking yourself, what does it matter? Now, here's where we're going to bring confidence to the stage. This is where we put it to the test, right? You can't walk on the stage without some confidence. This is why I'm saying y'all already have some level of confidence, or you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. So build on that confidence. It's going to show in the way you walk, the way you dance, the way you peel, and the way you stretch your shit out there. Here are some things that are going to help you with letting yourself shine on the stage. Number one, take up space. Be big, be bold. That stage is yours. It's not for the audience. It's not for the people in the back watching. That stage is yours. Use it. Make your movements bold. Let people see you move. Like, go to peel, show it off. Take it. Show them. Don't be like, because are they even going to notice that you're taking it off at that point? Show them. Be big. That's what you're there for. You're not there to shrink. Don't be small. We're not small people. Burlesque performers are by no means small people. We're just not. Eye contact. Make eye contact with your audience, because that's going to portray more for you. Sometimes it's a little hard to see them because of lighting and distance, but at least attempt to show them that you're looking out at the audience. Even if your eyes go slightly above their head level. If you can't look them right in the eye, look directly above their heads, because it'll still look like you're looking at them. Not only does it draw in your audience, but it looks great in pictures. When you get your pictures back, it brings something. If you make a mistake, only you really know you're making a mistake anyway, the majority of the time. 99% of the time, nobody's going to know if you've made a mistake or not. Keep it going. Don't stop. Don't go, oh, shit, Don't let them know that you made a mistake. If you fall, turn it into, oh, fuck, I meant to do that, Even if they realize you've made a mistake, they're going to appreciate the fact that you didn't quit. They appreciate seeing that you're a person as well, because that builds kind of a bond with your audience. If they feel like, oh, wait, they may be up there on that stage, but they're just as much of a person as I am. And it makes them feel better about themselves as well. And that's another thing with confidence, is when you have confidence, it's easier to make other people feel good about themselves too. Like I said, if you fall and you're not hurt, if you fall and you're hurt, by all means, let it be known. But if you're not hurt, play it the hell off, laugh, whatever. I've done things where I've totally screwed up and I just start laughing and the audience starts laughing. And then they start wondering, well, was that part of the act then? Oh, it must have been because she's laughing. So, I must have to laugh too. Remember that crowd is there to see you, okay? They paid to see you. So therefore, you have to be worthy of being on that stage, because those people actually paid to watch you. So damn it, you better show them how worthy you are of their attention. If a movement or a costume piece doesn't feel right, don't do it. Okay? Like if you go to take off your bra and you're feeling like, I'm not sure that my pasty is going to stay on, or I don't really feel like showing that part of my body, then don't. They're going to feel better about just seeing you enjoying yourself and feeling good about what you're doing. Because if you feel bad about what you're doing up there, they're going to feel it. I have one performer that, due to her job mostly, she's a doctor. She does not like to take a lot off. But I'll tell you what, when she gets up there, a glove peel will make them go nuts. You don't have to take off that much. I am a big one for only take off what you need to, what you feel comfortable with, what makes you feel good. You don't have to do it all, because you can still make that crowd go wild. Okay? Trust your gut. Always, 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 always trust your gut instincts on things. If you're afraid of doing a move because you're really afraid you're going to fall, you probably will fall. So sometimes playing it a little bit safe, is good. Sometimes you've got to do that. Don't forget your posture. Upright, shoulders, boobies up, face up, that shows your confidence on that stage. Practice. Always make sure you practice, because that'll help build your confidence too. Muscle memory is a thing. So the more you practice, the more confident you will be in your act. Smile. Unless you are doing a specific type of act where you've got to be more stoic, and that's the mood you're trying to set, that's understandable. But otherwise, don't be afraid to smile. People love smiles. It makes them feel good. People love when a performer is up there and enjoying the hell out of themselves, because when you enjoy yourself, they enjoy themselves, right? I mean, does anybody like to watch a performer that's like, or looking like they're miserable up on that stage? Nobody likes that. Nobody has fun when you look miserable. So show them that gorgeous smile. So I'm going to come to my last point. The confidence equals kindness. And we've mentioned this, and I love to drill it into people's heads because it is. You can't be confident and unkind. You can't. You cannot love yourself and have a heart full of hate for everybody else, right? So the more confident you become, the kinder you become to others as well as yourself. But don't forget that you have to start with being kind to you. It's wonderful to be kind to others, but be kind to yourself as well. You know how bad it feels when people are unkind to you, right? Everybody knows what it feels like to have somebody treat you like crap. Everybody does. We all know the heartache. Before you say something mean to somebody, remember how that feels. Is this something that's going to hurt their feelings, and is it necessary to say? Kind of thing. But at the same time, use that same ideology on yourself. Is this going to hurt my feelings if I say this to myself? If the answer is yes, then don't say it to yourself. There are ways of saying things to yourself. Now, I'll say like, oh, well, that was not the smartest move. I did not call myself stupid, right? I said what I just did might not have been the smartest. I could even say, oh, that was really stupid what you just did. The action was stupid. Don't put it on yourself, though. Don't tell yourself that you're stupid. Don't tell yourself you're worthless. Don't tell yourself all the mean things. Don't. And don't tell them to other people, especially other performers. I always tell the audience when I'm introducing performers on stage, one of my rules: don't talk bad about my performers, and don't talk bad about yourselves. And I feel like they appreciate that as well. Offering constructive criticism is necessary, especially in this business. I mean, we all have constructive criticism for each other. Make it just that, though. Constructive, not hurtful. Points to keep in mind: confidence comes from within and not from making others feel bad, because you don't need to put out somebody else's light to make yours shine brighter. Never. When you help others shine, you shine brighter. If you're feeling bad, then sometimes the easiest way to get out of that is to make somebody else feel good. Because then you have something to focus on, saying, hey, I just made that person feel really good about themselves. I kind of feel good about me now. Kind of feel good about me. And it raises your vibration. You can be kind without being a doormat. Be nice, be kind, but don't be a doormat. You can tell people you did a great job without saying, oh, you did so much better than me. And don't let them tell you that you didn't do a good job, because you need to know deep down you did. And remember that kindness is sexy. Kindness is very sexy. And so is confidence. Confidence is the sexiest thing in the world, because I'll tell you what, you don't have to be supermodel looking to be sexy. We all know this. I mean, that's why we're in burlesque, because every body is a burlesque body. Every body is a burlesque body, right? And we all know this. And that's something you need to remember, is that you are up there for a reason, because you're beautiful. You are gorgeous. You are talented. You are fucking amazing. And even though we aren't able to look towards our neighbor at this point because we're on a video call, you know, make sure that when you go out in the world tonight, tomorrow, whenever, make somebody feel good. Say to a stranger in the store, I love your hair. Your makeup is gorgeous. That blouse looks fabulous on you. Just a random act of kindness will make you feel better. It raises your vibration. And we could all really use that in this world right now, because there's so much trying to pull our vibrations down that the only way we're all going to survive this shit is to like raise the vibe for everybody. And sometimes as performers, that's our job, right? Because burlesque was literally put in place so that people who were going through such a hard time throughout, like the Great Depression and everything, especially, people had so much to worry about that this was their reprieve. This was their escape. Let's be their escape. Bring that good vibration so that people have that escape. Let's just make everybody feel seen, respected, and loved, okay? Especially yourself. Get out there and love yourselves really hard. Really, really fucking hard, okay? Go look in the mirror after this. Tell yourself you love yourself and blow yourself a kiss, okay? I don't care how weird you feel about it. Just do it anyway. Just do it. I really hope all of this helps. I hope everybody got something out of it. And I hope you all smile after this, because I know I'm feeling pretty damn good. Does anybody have anything they would like to share before we pack up? Or if not, then I'm going to blow you all a kiss and tell you I love you. And I can't wait to see you all. Okay, go out and kill it. Mwah!
Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Lolita.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Thank you for this chance. I enjoyed it so much.
Thank
Mwah.
you. It's going to be amazing.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.